Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I am back with the final part of my apartment series I've been doing on the channel, where we are slowly going through and decorating all 6 apartments of this custom apartment building that I created in the world of Windenburg. This is our final apartment, and this one is going to be for an athlete. I had a ton of different suggestions on what this apartment should be, if it should be for some specific sims, careers, interests, like hobbies. And I had a couple of different ideas going into this, but I was like, you know what, let's play around with the floor plan, and based on how that comes out, I will decide which of the ones I'm going to go with. And as soon as I started decorating this space, I pulled out this really pretty bookcase, actually from the fitness stuff pack, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to lean into that stuff pack a little bit, and I'm going to create something for a sim who is athletic. And that's going to be in a variety of different ways. This apartment ends up having a punching bag, a weight machine, yoga mat, as well as a treadmill. I have like weights around the space, and I have a mural in their bedroom that implies that they like to go like skiing and snowboarding and stuff like that. I feel like there is just so many different things like that you can do in the game, and I thought it was a fun idea to incorporate into this apartment. This one also has a very strong color scheme of like light woods, black, and yellow. And I thought it was a really fun one. It was inspired by the swatches of that bookcase, as you can see. And I also realized that that same swatch came in the couch that came with the fitness stuff pack, which is not a couch I use very often. But I really liked that, and it just fit really well with the modern style of this apartment. So that's what I ended up doing here. Just decorating the kitchen a little bit. I got a towel over on the side of the sink. I also decided to use some of these shelves from the latest For Rent expansion pack, and also this like rack of dishes as well, that drying rack. It's probably my favorite drying rack in the game now. I think it looks so nice. I also did scale up one of these with tulle ever so slightly just to make it so they were not clipping, because I decided to make that into sort of an L-shaped sofa by pushing 2 of those together. I also ended up having a frame TV over here by the bookcase, and I'm going to be painting this wall with this beautiful paneling that came with the Book Nook kit. I really like that one, and I used it a lot throughout this build. But here I am grabbing some of those more like fitness-inspired items from the Everyday Clutter kit. I got the yoga mat as well as the basket of weights and a towel and water bottle and all of that. But I am going to be putting a functional yoga mat out on one of the balconies. I actually utilize all of the balconies for some fitness activities, as the interior of this apartment is quite small, but all of these apartments have 3 balconies, so lots of outdoor space. But first, we are figuring out the interior. I knew I wanted to fit one piece of workout equipment in the living space, and that turned out to be a punching bag over here, and I think it looks so nice. I also decided to use these really big, almost blackout curtains in this space, and this beautiful collection of pictures from the Moschino stuff pack. I just scaled them down and rotated them with tulle so they'd be more horizontal over the couch, but they were the perfect color scheme and not one I use very often, so I was really excited about those. And then I just have a mirror and a place to hang up your keys and stuff by the door, as well as put your mail. I think that's just a nice catch-all item to put by every door. I also ended up using this high top table from the Tiny Living pack. I really like this one, but I forget about it a lot because it's not in the regular table category. I think it's because it's a high top table, but we have a couple of those in that category, so I've never understood why that it's not in that same space. I also got a nice hanging plant here and a like basket of different like foods and supplements and stuff like that up on the table, as well as some paper towels. I just wanted to put something here to make it look lived in, not just an empty table. This space is quite minimal. I didn't like overly decorate it, but I still wanted it to feel lived in, and I think I achieved that. Moving on into the bathroom though, I did end up using the same type of herringbone tiles in here, but everything is very monochrome. Everything's black in here. I really like it. I didn't use the same thing in the kitchen because I liked the lighter tone, but I thought having a really dark bathroom was just really nice. I feel like that's a trend I've seen quite a lot over the last couple of years, and it worked with the idea of having those black accents throughout the rest of the apartment to really go all out on that in this bathroom. I also scaled down the shelf from Eco Lifestyle to go up above the toilet. I thought it was really pretty, and of course getting a couple of things on the sink like toothbrushes and a soap dispenser. And I believe we get a bathrobe in here and a rug that bring in that yellow color scheme as well, just to have a little nod to the rest of the apartment and make it look cohesive. And then I should be going into the bedroom here shortly, where I wasn't sure which bed I wanted to use. I think I cut out part of that process, but I do end up using the bed that came with the Modern Luxe kit. I think it's a little bit more high-end and a little bit of a different style than the rest of the apartment, but I think it works at the same time because everything else is a little bit more like ultra modern, but I still feel like this worked really well in here, and I couldn't find a bed that I liked better unless I was going to use the Seasons bed that doesn't really have a proper headboard, that the blanket sort of pools on the floor, but I use that bed too often, so I decided not to use it in here. I did get a rug from the Fitness Stuff Pack in here, though, to bring in more of that yellow. I actually really like the Fitness Stuff Pack. I feel like it's an underrated stuff pack because it's just a bunch of fitness equipment, but the items that come with it, like the decor, is actually really nice. So was definitely utilizing that in here for a sim who likes fitness. I think I'm going to name this like athlete apartment. Maybe it'll be fitness enthusiast or something like that. And this is where I got the mountain landscape for somebody that likes to ski. I thought that was a fun idea, and it helped fill out that really blank wall without making it look too cluttered. I just kind of imagine the sim tries to keep themselves in really good shape. They also like to practice yoga, and maybe they take a lot of trips throughout the year, or maybe only once a year, to Mount Komorebi to do some skiing on the slopes. I feel like that is so cool. I still think it's really cool that we have that ability in the game. I know it's, destination specific, but I think the slopes in that world are so cool. And I was really excited when we originally got Snowy Escape. So it's nice to include some stuff for Sims who might partake in that hobby. They could probably also go hiking too while they're there. I feel like this sim is just very active, and they also like a bit of a higher end designed space and like really modern. At least that's kind of the vibe I was going for. I don't know if I achieved it. You can let me know. But this is the first balcony outside of their bedroom. I kept this one pretty simple. It's just got the yoga mat and I believe a plant out here. And then I put a couple more things on the other balconies, which you will see now, including a bike I decided they could have so they could go for rides on their bike. That's another good form of exercise. But I'm going to let the rest of the speed build play out while I tell you about how this is the end of the series. And I am so sorry I couldn't get to everyone's suggestions for these 6 apartments because there are only 6 in this apartment building. But I would love to do another series sometime soon, decorating some more either apartments or tiny homes or townhouses. I am so open to starting another series like that sometime soon. If you have any suggestions on what sort of structure we should make, I'd be down to create like the exterior in one video and then go in and decorate all the spaces in separate videos. I think that could be really fun. I had a blast with this one. Thank you all so much for your feedback and suggestions on what apartments we can create. This was just a blast, and I'm so glad that we did this. I'm going to go through and playtest this after I do this voiceover and then section these all out into individual units and upload it to the gallery. So hopefully by the time this video goes live, it will be live on the gallery. You can grab it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi, and that info will also be in the description down below as well. I'm just grabbing mailboxes that I forgot and putting those in the lobby, and then we're heading on into screenshots. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.